In this video, we are going to show you how to replace your catalytic converter exhaust pipe. Okay friends, let's get started on our job. First, make sure you're wearing hand and eye protection because we are working underneath the vehicle. Aside from that, make sure the exhaust is cool to the touch. You don't want to work on a hot exhaust. Let's continue by making our way to the upstream O2 sensor. That's this area right here. You'll notice it has wires that lead down to the sensing agent. When we remove this, we're going to be turning it counterclockwise. It's going to twist the wires. Make sure you don't twist them to the point that they get damaged in any way. To remove this, we're going to use an O2 sensor socket. It looks like this. Has a slot right through this area so the wires can fit through. Give that O2 sensor a quick inspection. Make sure the threaded area is in decent condition, it's not worn or damaged in any way, and of course make sure that the sensing agent isn't contaminated with anything. Assuming that looks good, carefully set it aside so you do not damage it in any way. Now let's follow that exhaust rearward a little bit. On the passenger side, you're going to find the downstream O2 sensor. It's pretty much the same thing as the upstream. Carefully remove it, being careful not to damage the wiring. Quick inspection. Set it aside. Continue following your exhaust back. You're going to find the area where the midpipe is supposed to connect onto your muffler. On our particular application, somebody welded this together. Typically, you're going to find a clamp that looks like this. Now for this clamp, you would just want to loosen up the bolt enough that you can spread this and then separate the two pipes. For us, I'm going to have to cut this pipe and then put it back together. Once you have the rear separated, make your way back towards the center. You're going to want to find this cross member bracket. Now on this, you're going to find two 12mm headed bolts. Remove each of them and then start them back in just a couple threads to hold it in place. Continue forward. You're going to find two rubber mounts on this. We want to remove each of the rubber mounts from the pipe itself, not necessarily from the brackets that are on the body of the vehicle. To easily remove these, you can use a screwdriver or a pry bar. Carefully get in between the bracket coming off of the exhaust and pry up against the rubber, forcing it off of the bracket of the exhaust. And that's why we left the bracket in here. Continue following your pipe forward all the way to where it connects onto your exhaust manifold. You're going to find two 17mm headed spring bolts. The reason why I said spring bolts is because as you remove the bolt, it has a spring on there that essentially holds pressure on the exhaust pipes. Let's make our way over to the other side and do the same thing. Now let's make our way back towards that bracket. I'm going to lift up on the exhaust pipe, remove one of my bolts, and pivot the bracket out of the way. With that pivoted out of the way, we can grab onto that pipe, lift it up from the front, and then bring it down and out of the vehicle. There it is, friends. Continue on back along the front now. We're gonna pay attention to the end of the exhaust manifold. On that, typically you're gonna find the exhaust gasket. You're gonna replace it. Go ahead and set that aside. Once you have the exhaust gasket off of there, pay attention to the pipe itself. Make sure it doesn't look rotted to the point that it's weak in any way. Aside from that, go ahead and try to sand it down or at least clean it up so that you can put on a brand new gasket and it'll make sure that it makes a good seal. Now we can go ahead and put on our manifold gasket. Pay attention to it. You'll notice that it's convex. We want to make sure that we have the convex area, or the area that gets a little bit smaller, facing towards the rear of the vehicle as we put this onto the manifold. Slide it right on that pipe all the way up until it bottoms out against the flange. Once you have that on there, make your way all the way back to the muffler. Of course, ours looks a little bit different than what yours will because ours was welded. But what you want to do is make sure you clean up the mating surface where your new pipe's going to meet up to. Now, once you have both of those mating surfaces cleaned, take a little bit of grease. We're going to come right over to each one of these little rubber mounts and lubricate the inner hole where our new exhaust is going to ride in. The next thing you want to do is take your 2 spring bolts and your front catalytic converter pipe. We're going to start putting it in place. Slide it up and over the subframe and line it up with the upper manifold. Now, as you're lining it up, you also want to make sure that you connect your mounting points where the rubber mounts meet onto the exhaust. We'll slide this back, line it up, slide them in. Once you have that started, continue on to your bracket. Once again, we're only going to be starting in this bolt. The bracket's going to be nice and loose. Now we can make our way all the way up to the front and we'll put in both of our spring bolts. Now you can take this, you'll put it through the catalytic converter pipe and then screw it into the manifold. That one started in, I'll start in the other one and then we can snug them. Just make sure those are nice and snug. Now let's go ahead and put on our rearward pipe. We'll slide that onto the catalytic converter. Once you have that on there, make your way to the back. Now let's make our way to the rearward side. You're going to want to take your gasket. Take the side that has the larger area of a hole and slide it right on over that midpipe. At this point, you would want to bring it up to the muffler and connect the 2 parts. As you saw before, ours was welded. I had to cut the pipe. Ours is going to be a little bit different. Now the clamp that you would want to use for your application should look like this. Remove the mounting bolt, carefully pry it apart, slide it over the pipe on both of the flanges. Once you have it over both of the flanges, go ahead and tighten this like that. Put in your mounting bolt. Make it nice and tight. Now before we go ahead and tighten up that rearward clamp, make sure that you take a look at the exhaust pipe. You want to make sure it's pressed up in the upward position, not touching up against the fuel tank or against the body, but also not hanging down where it could potentially get caught or hit something. Now you'll notice with your kit, it came with a 1 3/4 clamp. We're going to take that clamp and we're going to put it over the mid pipe in the area that it connects onto the catalytic converter pipe. Now when you put this on here, you want to make sure that the clamp will hit the catalytic converter pipe inside of the mid pipe. Slide on the rearward part here. Now we can start on both of our mounting nuts. After you have them on there, go ahead and snug them up evenly. You don't want to snug up one too much and have the other one not tight at all. You'll notice when I put my clamp on here, I put it on sideways. I don't like to have any studs protruding down. In case somebody's underneath the vehicle, I don't want them to hurt themselves on the stud. Now you want to make sure both of your mounting nuts are nice and tight and that they're tightened evenly, like I said before. You don't want to be able to grab onto the pipe and be able to move it around and potentially have an exhaust leak in either this area or in the rear. Now we can move along to tightening our bracket. Before you do, make sure there's clearance in between your exhaust pipe and the bracket. Make sure it's tight. Now let's move forward up the exhaust pipe, up to the areas where the O2 sensors should go into. You'll notice that you have a metallic plug in this area. Looking in the center, you're going to find an area for a 5/16 Allen head socket. Use your socket, turn it counterclockwise to remove it. Once we get this one out of here, we'll do the same to the upstream O2 sensor hole. Now it's time to reinsert our O2 sensors. When you tried to remove this, you had to turn it several times counterclockwise to remove it. With that said, I'm going to pre-turn this a few times counterclockwise. Now I can put it into the pipe and we'll start screwing it in. The purpose for this is because I want to try to make sure the wire is as straight as possible after the installation. Right there's where it's bottomed out. I'll take it a little bit further to make sure it's tight. After that, you want to make sure that you secure the wire. You don't want it hanging down, potentially hitting up against something it shouldn't and getting melted or even tugged on and damaged or broken. There we go. That looks good. Same for the upstream. Twist it counterclockwise, a few good turns. Start it in, snug it up. Bottomed out. Nice and snug. Double check that wire. Okay friends, you've successfully installed your catalytic converter pipe and your midpipe. At this point, climb out from underneath the vehicle, start it up, let it run for a little bit, make sure you don't have a check engine light or an exhaust leak. After that, take it for a road test. Thanks for watching.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.